Alex, since one of your major goals is to focus on your flexibility still, I'm gonna have a couple of our exercises be focused towards that. One of our exercises that we're doing today is the Spider-Man plank. So I'm just gonna do a little internal and external rotation, range of motion analysis on your hip flexors right now, just to kind of get better information on where you're kind of at in flexibility. So I'm just gonna have you relax your leg. I'm going to rotate your knee internally so that way your hip is also rotating internally. So it's okay if I touch right here. I'm going to pull this inward. You can kind of flare your leg out this way. And what I'm going to do is place pressure on your calf right here. And I'm just going to have you try your best to resist the pressure that I'm pushing on your leg, okay? Okay. Try not to hold on to this. You can. Okay. And I'll have you do the other leg. So I'm going to rotate it inwards, my bad. Sorry. Oh wait, no, my bad. Outwards. And then just try to resist the pressure from my hand. Here, try to rotate your knee inward and flare your leg outward. There you go. Okay, now I'm going to do it externally, so an external rotation. So what I'm going to do is pull this calf inward and push your knee outward. And I'm just going to do the same thing where I apply pressure and just try to resist it. Okay. This one. Okay, so it looks like you're about at like a grade 4 just because it is pretty wobbly in here. But otherwise, I think it'll be fine because we're just going to kind of create a base through our exercises as we go along. But otherwise, it looks pretty well. Okay, Alex, so for the first workout that we're going to do, it's going to be the Spider-Man plank. Have you ever done that before? Okay, so have you done a normal plank before?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, it's just a normal plank, but we're going to be doing some flexibility along with it in our lower body. So first, I'm going to show you just a little demonstration. So we're going to start in a high plank. You can do either a low plank or a high plank, but we're going to start with high plank because it's a little bit easier.
Right now?
No, just watch my demonstration first. So what we're going to do is we're going to start in a plank, and we're going to start with our hands just above our shoulders, or just below our shoulders. And you're going to get into a normal plank position. Just make sure that your core is engaged and your back is staying straight. We're going to take our right leg first, and you're just going to bend it kind of out towards the side of you, but you're going to try to touch your elbows as best as you can. So just extension outward, and then you come back. And the same thing with the left. We're going to move our body out, touch the elbow, and then back to plank position. And usually we'll do about 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 10 of them. But we can start with like 5 on each side. So I'll just have you start with the plank position as well. Make sure you're really trying to keep your spine straight as you can. And also engaging your glutes might help with that a little bit. And then just we can start with our right leg. So just try to bring it up to as close to your elbow as possible. Try it again. Okay, perfect. Just try to make sure that you're not shifting to the side. Try to keep your body straight. Try the other leg. Okay. And you can come back down. Did that feel okay to you? Okay. I did notice that your body was shifting a little bit to the side when you were going. Just try to keep your core engaged, and it might help a little bit with that stabilization. Okay, so for this test, we're going to be testing your endurance and strength, doing the 1-minute squat test. This is kind of just literally going to give me a base for your strength and endurance during squats. So what I'm going to do is just time you for a minute and just try to get as many squats as you can. But also I'm going to have you first just kind of set yourself up right. Make sure that your feet are straight, yeah. And then when you're going down, just imagine that you're sitting down in a chair. and go right back up. Try also to keep your core engaged, so that way your spine kind of just like stays straight up. Okay, tell me when you're ready and I'll start the clock.
I'm ready.
Okay. Okay. Try to stay looking forward. I see that your head is kind of going up, so there you go. Okay, halfway. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Honestly, you did pretty well. I noticed that your posture stayed pretty well the whole time. Do you feel pretty fatigued, like breath-wise? No? Just in your knee, kind of in your legs, so kind of burning a little bit. Okay, that's good. I think you did good. Your count was pretty well for the time being. So I think definitely as we progress, you'll be able to do more in that amount of time, but we can evaluate that later. Okay, so the next exercise we're gonna do dumbbell squats. Since you're a dad and you kind of want to be able to exercise with your kids more, this is gonna be something that helps with just increasing your base strength. We're gonna start with 10-pound dumbbells because since we're just starting, I just want to get the motion down before we increase any weight. So first, for a dumbbell squat, we're going to start with our dumbbell close to our chest like this. You're going to keep your feet positioned just under your hips and just kind of go back into a squat and kind of just imagine that you're going to sit down in a chair. And then you're going to push up through your heels back to standing position. So concentrically, eccentrically, we're going to be moving down into sitting position and then push through our heels back up concentrically. And you can go ahead and try now with the 10 pound. Make sure that your feet are facing forward as much as possible. Okay, and then up. Okay, make sure that you're using your core, so you kind of slump a little bit. And then go back up. Go down again. Okay, good. Just make sure that your knees don't go out too far over your toes, but otherwise it looks pretty good. Do you feel confident in it?